Hello, this is Dreams with Jam. Thanks for joining me today. We are going to be touring a fairy castle. These new castle walls are amazing, so I can't wait to show you what I did with them so far. If you do like this video, I would appreciate you dropping a like at the end. It really helps. Or better yet, you could hit that subscribe button and get notified when there is new content. So let's get started. We are going to be working today in the Fallen Fortress of Ever After in Storybook Vale. So this is a DLC area. I used this particular area just because of the colors of the grass, those pinks and purples and blues, all working together. And it just fit the fairy vibe that I wanted to portray here. In general, I kept this build pretty open, but yeah, we're going to tour on the inside as well. Okay, so let's head in. Okay, so here we can see the beginning of the castle, and we open up into this magical fairy area. Here we have the fairy circle on the rug, and is that wall transparent? That is really strange. That's super funny. Okay, so we're going to continue in here. Here's our first fairy home, and we'll head inside and see what this home is. And we have a library. So this is kind of like just a nice little sitting library for the fairies to come in and look around, read some books. I like the yellow sparkly wallpaper in here. Quick fireplace, some older chairs to cozy up in. Wish I could create this in real life. Okay, let's head back out. And here we have a little sitting area with some cake. Because I figure if I'm a fairy, I am definitely eating nothing but cake and not gaining a pound. That's just how that works. Okay, well, let's head over to our second fairy home here. This is the Leafy Cottage. Okay, and on the inside here, we have the Seven Dwarves house, which I'm desperate to get Snow White and Seven Dwarves in this game. But, we'll have to see how that works. My personal favorite dwarf is Dopey, followed by Doc. So I would be happy with just either of those, to be fair. So I made this kind of a homey, cozy place that you'd see a bunch of little Med living in. Here's the kitchen, which, has some apples in it, of course, just to reference Snow White and the red chair. Again, I didn't overly decorate the walls, only because I figured that's not something men really do. Like, I don't think putting up pictures generally is something your average little dwarf would think to do. Plus, they're little, so, I didn't decorate the walls overly much in those rooms. And then back in this room here, we have the bedroom. And there's 7 little beds. Again, not overly decorating the walls, using these mushroom lanterns as the light in here. And just some end tables, random lights. I just tried to make it look, homey, cozy, a little bit on the older side. Okay, and then this last room is where they bring their work home with them. And as we know from the story, they are gem miners. So I wanted this to look like a little bit of a storage room, or where they bring things home and stash them. Map on the wall of where they're going to be going. A cart to carry their gems. So yeah, that's my little Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs house. Okay, heading back out here, we have the Fairy Bloss home. Oh, there's the fairy godmother. Okay, so heading into the Fairy Bloss home here, I wanted to make this a little salon for Daisy. So we have a little seamstress section and the salon itself, going with all these pinks and purples, some daisy wardrobes to hide the doors. I just wanted this to be a little bit of a one-room salon. I like to showcase all the, I try to decorate the homes as much as possible because I like to showcase the indoor items as well as my outdoor items. I enjoy being able to decorate those homes and take some time and share that with you all for some inspiration as well. Okay, I used one of the ancient trees from Eternity Isle in the center there just to kind of make it look like this old tree growing in the center of the castle walls. Here we have the mushroom cottage, and this is a magic shop where all your little fairies get their supplies, all the potions, just some fun little items to look at. And then going into this door, we have another library, but more on the magical side, I guess. This is where you'd find more of your magic books, potion making, etc. Wanted it to look a little mystical, but still really cozy and homey. And of course, they have Wi-Fi. So if you need the Wi-Fi password, just let me know. Okay. And then I liked using the thorn doors in this particular build just because I feel like it fit that whole kind of magic mushroomy kind of vibe in the mushroom house. So we see here Fairy Godmother's house here in the corner with her little pumpkin baskets, some flowers growing up and around her house. Okay, and then this heads out into that trial area, which is a castle itself. So I liked how using this house framing that doorway. Okay, and then into the teapot home, it's actually a tea cafe. So you can come here and get a cup of hot tea, grab a book, sit down. Again, I'm showcasing books in most of these homes as it is in Storybook Vale. Using some of the Mulan teas that we have in the game. So just a tea house. Okay, and then heading outside the castle walls. This will lead down to Teapot Falls, but if we turn the corner, oh, hi Merida. If we turn the corner here, we see the magic well, and then I have a crafting station as well as an ancient vacuum. Heading around the corner behind the castle, we find Merida's home. Just a cozy little corner for her. I wanted it to not be, overly done up, just overlooking this water. Merida is certainly not a fussy girl, so it's just snug back against the castle walls. And as we know in the movie, she does find some little fairies, so I figured this worked in my mind anyway. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. I really used as many different kind of trees, mushrooms, bushes as I could just to really fill in this area and make it look just like a little snug fairy. So let's take a look at the overhead view. If I can get my controller to work here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here's an overview of how everything is laid out and the different pathing that I chose and the trees. Obviously, you can go completely around this build for all of the, mining nodes, etc. Nothing's blocked off for fishing. Just directly in the center. I like this particular area of Ever After because it is so wide and flat and uninterrupted with anything. So I like how this turned out. And there's that ancient tree. Okay. So I really, really hope that you enjoyed this little tour and some indoor builds. I had fun doing it. And I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me, for watching today. I really hope you found some inspiration. If there's any indoor builds you want to see, let me know. I'm going to be doing another one very soon. And keep on dreaming.